show you how to find single word titles of DVDs in Koha and how to find them on the Z39.50 Target. So I have Cats here, and it is a new movie and it's a musical. So I'm going to go ahead and leave my keyword search on here, and I'm going to type in Cats. Now this would bring back a ton of things, but we don't want that. So we want to go ahead, and a good way to find them is to add the actor. Now you don't want to misspell it because Koha does not like misspelling. So I'm going to put Taylor Swift. She's in the movie. So I'm going to go ahead and click enter. So Koha will perform the search, and it has brought back this result. Here we have Cats. It is searched by Cats, and it's searched by Taylor Swift. So before you add to this, you want to check and make sure this is the correct one. Now we have another version of Cats in Koha, so that's why we have dated them. This is the 1998 Lloyd Webber movie. It was a musical, and it was done in 1998. And this one just came out in 2019. So this you would know to go ahead and attach to it. Now, if you're going to go to the Z39.50, because it doesn't exist in here, then you would go up to More, and you would click on your cataloging, or you could do a search here. But I prefer to go up here to my cataloging, and then you don't want to pick new record. You want to pick new from the Z39.50. Now, a great way to find your one-word titles in the Z39.50 is you want to type in Cats. So you will make sure you click inside the box, Cats. And then you want to put your actor in the author. Now, it does not like it if you do not put the last name first. So make sure you put in the last name. So I'm looking for Swift Taylor. If you had an ISBN, you could use your ISBN here. Or if you were doing a Blu-ray and you wanted a quicker way to get to it, you could type in Blu-ray here. And you want to make sure you type it this way. But we're not looking for a Blu-ray. And sometimes there's a standard ID on the back, and you could type that in. But we're just going to go ahead and we're going to search with Cats and Taylor Swift. So we're going to click search, and it's going to bring me back a list of search results. I've got a lot in here, including the older version, but it's an audio, of Cats. So what you want to do is you want to make sure that you pick the correct record. You want to look at several of them to make sure you're getting the fullest record and the best record. So right here it says Blu-ray and widescreen edition. So this is telling me right here in my edition statement that it's a Blu-ray. So I'm not going to select any of these because I do not have a Blu-ray in my hand. We have the amount of discs here in the 300 fields. So let's go ahead and look at our Cats in Seattle Public Library. So we look at this, and this looks like a pretty good record, but I don't think it really has enough subjects. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to search on. So let's stop here at Colorado catalog. And it is 2 video discs, but it doesn't say that it's a Blu-ray over here. It just says widescreen. So we're not going to pick this one. So let's go ahead and let's look one more time here at this one. And it doesn't really have a whole lot of subjects, so we're just going to keep looking on. And let's look at another Colorado record. And this looks like a really, really good record. So I'm going to go ahead and import it in. And then it brings it on in. And so here is where we add the date. Now, the best way to find the date on these movies, because this one came out kind of in 2020, but it's really a 2019. So we use IMDb, and then I type in cats, and it brings me back this result. I have cats here, and 2019, and then I can go back and here's cats, the 1998. So we know we have the new version, and so it is saying that it was done in 2019. So that's how we're going to use that 2019. So we're just going to add the 2019. Now, Koha will search for this Cats 2019 if you type it in the search button. So we want to make sure that it will have a varying form of title. So we're going to come down here in the indicators, and we're going to put a 3 in the first one and a 0 in the second, and then you would type in another cats. So when you're doing a search, this gives it another title. And then we only have one disc, so we're going to make sure that looks good. And then I think we're pretty much ready to go. So we need to go down here to the 9 and select our Koha item type. This is a visual media, so you'll want to select visual media. It's not an audio media. Audio media is for books. Visual media is for DVDs. So now we're going to click Save. So we've saved our movie, but it's telling me that there is a suspected duplicate. And yes, there is, because we saw that before, and this will avoid bringing in a duplicate record. So what you're going to do here now is you're going to go to Yes, Use Existing Record. So you want to double check and you want to look at it and make sure this is the correct one, because sometimes it'll bring back a title that isn't it. So you want to click on the normal view, and this is the correct record. And here is the descriptions where you have the actors and everything. So now you'll just go ahead and you'll add your item here, and you've avoided bringing in a duplicate record. So that's pretty much how we deal with our one-word titles, our duplicate movies that have come out different years because they're remaking movies all the time. So we kind of need to, for our patrons, keep this so they don't pick a 1998, but they pick the 2019 version because they want the newer one. They don't really want the older one. So it saves time, and then it's basically helps the patron. So